Here we are. So I told you we were going to Mudgee. Sorry, I lied. We got caught up in the floods, so we decided that Mudgee wasn't going to be for us. So we went straight to Dubbo. So here we are, standing in the beautiful South Lakes estate in Dubbo. It's owned and run by the MAAS Group, and I've got the pleasure of our general manager of the MAAS Group, John, here today. Welcome, John.
Thanks for having me, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you for taking your time out of the day. Now it's a beautiful looking estate. Just tell me briefly what's been going on. How long has it been running? What have you got to come?
Mate, we're extremely proud of South Lakes. It really is our flagship development between a number of regional locations. This is really where the properties arm of MAAS Group really started, and the roots were grown from. South Lakes has been in operation and development by MAAS Group for nearly 7 years now. It's produced 650 to 700 lots so far, still with a pipeline of a bit over 2,000 lots left to go.
Yeah.
It's by far now one of the largest master planned regional communities in Western New South Wales.
Yeah, it's massive, and I obviously drove in here to set up things here. What Dubbo, about a population of 40,000?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
With the recent amalgamation of Dubbo Regional Council and Wellington Council, our collective population is substantially higher, but where we do see the huge amount of interest from Dubbo, particularly from a population perspective and migration to Dubbo, is from the outskirts population in Western New South Wales. There's a catchment out there in excess of 100,000 people that use Dubbo as the service hub. Yeah,
and when you look on the map, it's really interesting. I was looking at it last night doing my research in prep for this video, and you draw a line that goes straight through to Canberra, on to Melbourne, you go across to Adelaide, you're 5 hours from Sydney, you're 4 hours from Newcastle, you're 9 hours from Brisbane. You're in this little epicentre, isn't it, that veers off in all different directions, and staying in the caravan park, we've got trucks going through all through the night, so I know that it's a pretty busy centre to be a part of.
It really is, and look, it's probably the first time in a long time that all forms of government, local, state and federal government, have really looked at Dubbo with a very concentrated light as to it being the service hub and what other forms of investment can stimulate this economy, which overall has a significant benefit for not only the state but the nation. So the likes of the Inland Rail passing through this region is really going to see what's already a very strong logistics industry and transport industry. That's only going to increase, give us access to the world, the likes of other emerging industries through mining, even government spend on major projects. We've got the regional rail maintenance and construction facility here in the middle of town, which is going to create jobs, and we're now going through the back end of the major redevelopment of the Dubbo Base Hospital, which is a world-class facility. So there's a lot to be said for Dubbo. It's really only just starting to grow and become recognised on a national scale. Yeah,
and interestingly enough, I was looking at the makeup of the industries in Dubbo, and something like 10 or 12% only was due to agriculture. Like when you look at regional centres around, well, what the places we visited, majority of it is definitely agriculture, followed by healthcare and education. So that says a lot in itself, because a lot of the population in these areas are due to farmers coming off the land, retiring into Dubbo, things like that. But it's got a really different mix to it, hasn't it?
So we see it consistently here, particularly in South Lakes Estate, with the sheer volume of land that we have. The question is consistently asked, where are these people coming from? It's a common misconception that they are all coming from Sydney. Don't get me wrong, the migration rate now due to COVID and the ability to work from home is seeing that level of interest from Sydney increase. But to be quite honest, the volume of the population that migrates to Dubbo, and it has recently been proven, they come from the outer skirts of those smaller regional townships around Dubbo and those satellite locations. And look, it's a trend that has been consistent, and we'll only see it increase. The sheer diversity of Dubbo's economy is what has really underpinned the growth of this region for a number of decades. Not to mention as you said, the agricultural sector has been through some hardships over the course of the last few years. We are now moving into the space of a pretty plentiful supply and production coming through that sector, but Dubbo is not solely underpinned by agriculture. Your mining, your government, industry, health, education, even just general retail and shopping. I mean, if you're on the outskirts of Dubbo, whether it be half an hour to an hour, 2 hours away, this is the location where individuals are coming to do their major shopping.
Yeah, Maya down the middle of the main, I see.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
right.
Excellent. So yeah, look, there's been obviously a lot of towns and cities that we've visited along the journey. I haven't been quite as bullish as I have around something like Dubbo. When you look at a medium price house of around 390,000, the affordability's there. The yield's probably sitting 5% plus on average for most properties. Your vacancy rates are 0.6%, I think, at the moment,
if
which
not a bit lower.
Even lower, so there you go. Yeah, it's a really nice town to be in. Max has given a skate park rating of about an 8 to a 9 out of a 10, so that's got to be a positive as well. But yeah, look, I appreciate you taking the time to come out and chat to us about it, John. It's been really informative in respect to what's happening on the ground, because I can come around and talk a lot of bollocks around what I think, but it's good to get someone on the ground that knows what they're doing.
No, it's our pleasure to have you out here, and particularly if you've got any viewers out there that are interested in Dubbo. We've got by far the best tourism facility in the state at the Western Plains Taronga Zoo.
You have.
So by all means, come on out, check out the tigers and the elephants and the giraffes, and pop in and say good day at the sales office here in South Lakes Estate.
Beautiful. No worries. Thanks for your time.
No worries at all.
Guys, next stop is Orange. We're going to hopefully see the Easter Bunny, or the Easter Bunny will come to us while we're sitting in Orange. So look forward to chatting to you soon.